For those of you who don't know, Marty Necas was awesome last year.
Here's Necas. Nice move, shoots, and scores! A spectacular move, and a goal for Necas.
The 23-year-old led a very strong Hurricanes team in points, and though he isn't the threat that Aho or Svechnikov are, he's found his niche as a skilled passer with a strong shot. Though he struggled a bit in the postseason, during the regular season, Necas had one attribute that set him apart from the rest of the league. Marty Necas was the most clutch player in the NHL. November 21st, Canes vs. Jets. The Hurricanes are down 3 with only 5 minutes left in the third when their top line goes to work. Goals by Slavin and Svechnikov pull the Hurricanes within 1, but with less than a minute left and the goalie pulled, time is running out. Then, Marty jacks one up from outside and sends the game to overtime.
Aho gets it back to the point. Necas, long shot, scores!
The Canes end up dropping the game, but stealing a point when they were down as much as they were, as late as it was, is good consolation. A little over a month later, the Canes have blown a 2-goal third-period lead to the Dallas Stars and are trying to keep a winning streak alive in OT. They looked hemmed in their own zone, but here comes Necas. Wedgwood can't keep the puck from Svechnikov, who slips it to Necas to win the game.
Into the star zone. Necas, backhand, Svechnikov rolls one. Wedgwood with the save, still out in front. Necas scores!
On a Wednesday late in January, the Stars are about to be the victim yet again. The Canes and Stars are locked at 2 each and heading to OT in what has been a tight checking game to this point. In overtime, Marty gets the puck and keeps it. When you have the clutch gene, you need to be the guy who takes the shot.
Left circle now turns wide on the forehand. Necas shot, he scores!
Again!
He did it for the second time this season.
This wouldn't be Necas' most clutch performance of the week. That Friday, the Canes are down 1 to the hapless Sharks with under 2 minutes to go when Mario Ferraro ices the game with a long-range empty net goal. Aho cuts the lead back to 1 with a goal only seconds later. With less than 15 seconds left, the puck bounces out to lurking Marty Necas. Tie game.
13 seconds left. On front, they score! Marty Necas, the man of the moment again, ties it at 4.
In OT, Svechnikov and Necas come hurtling in on a 2-on-1. Great pass from Svechnikov, great catch and shoot from Marty. Thanks for coming, Sharks.
Svechnikov, Necas, he does it again! Marty Necas, 2 games in a row. Carolina wins it, 5-4.
March 18th, the Canes have blown a 3-1 third-period lead to the Flyers, who are now up 4-3. Time is run down to the final minute yet again, then the final 10 seconds, then the final 5 seconds. As the clock hits 0, Ivan Provorov slides a perfect pass to the man on the back door.
Oh, score! Did it beat the clock? They say yes for now, and the Hurricanes have tied the game.
With 0.3 seconds left, Marty has tied the game. The Canes take the game in OT when Aho dog-walks former teammate Tony DeAngelo and buries the game winner.
He's got it!
With only 6 games left in the season, the playoff-bound but jostling for position Hurricanes are headed to overtime with the fighting for their lives Senators. In the last minute of OT, Seth Jarvis drops the puck to Marty, and it's simply academic.
Into the Senator zone. Drop for Necas. He scores! Necas in overtime again, and the Canes win it 3-2.
Obviously, this kind of thing can't ever be empirically proven, but I'll say this. No one in the history of the National Hockey League has ever had 6 combined last-minute tying and overtime winning goals in a season. Last year, Necas had 7. I'll add some more perspective. Only 4 guys have had more OT winners in a season than 2023 Marty. 2012 Steven Stamkos, 2016 Jonathan Toews, 2017 Alex Galchenyuk, and 2018 Brad Marchand, each with 5.
Defending there is Green on Marchand. Backhands, he scores!
None of those guys scored a final minute tying goal in those seasons. As an aside, Alex Galchenyuk only had 17 goals in all of 2017, and somehow 5 of them were overtime goals. Only 5 guys have had as many last-minute tying goals as Necas did last year, and it is a strange list. Paul Gardner of the horrifically bad 1978 Colorado Rockies, Asuncion Paraguay's own Willie Plett, who scored 3 of his 13 total goals for the 1980 Atlanta Flames to tie games in the final minute, Mikko Makela, a solid player for the post-dynasty 1987 Islanders, Alexander Selivanov, who scored his during a random 31-goal season with the 96 Lightning, and finally Brian Gionta, who did it not during his 48-goal career season, but the year after in 2007, where he only had 25. None of the members of this motley crew had any OT winners in their respective seasons, with only Gionta and Makela having any in their careers. Using this metric, Necas wasn't just the most clutch player in the league last season. He had the most clutch regular season of all time.
Necas in and scores!
Carolina finished second in the NHL in points last season. Without Necas' clutch play, they'd have been 9th. They'd have been on the road against a 107-point Rangers team in the first round, as opposed to at home against the 93-point Islanders. The Hurricanes are already projected to be the NHL's best team next season. If Marty Necas can continue to be the most clutch man in the league, they'll probably be even better.
And we're tied at 1. Well, you got a 1-goal lead at home, and in the last 2 or 3 shifts, I mentioned it's been getting a bit soft with the play of New Jersey and some of their passing and choices of plays, and the management just not good. Here's a turnover by McLeod in the neutral zone, and the transition catches everybody out of the corner.